They faced off this morning against each other, and Team A came out on top. But the closing games after that, which was fighting for 7th place and fighting for 5th place, my B team outperformed the A team, and that's just from a standard of what they executed. And I think the penny dropped for them. It was the whole experience, everything we've been through, and in that game against Kenya, they truly showed that they can finally see what the road looks like and how the game of 3x3 gets played, because most of our struggles were just the difference in the transition of 5-on-5 to 3x3. The A side took a hard loss to Switzerland just now, but I think there's a lot of figuring it out themselves, especially because this is a player-led game, and there's only so much coaching I can do, and they sit you in a box and as a coach you have to keep quiet. So there's a lot of, they have to figure out a lot of the things that you do. I give them, the guidelines, and we go from there. It's from the intensity of the game, it's from the type of contact, the physical plays that they have, and just the intention behind how they play. Something I think in South Africa we've been very boxed in. What we play is what is only local, because outside of our borders that is not the way that the game is played. But experiences like this open their eyes to that, because they've also become quite aware of what that feels like, to know that when they play here, it's a completely different call that you're getting, on the floor, and they need to understand how do we take that back home and make it work to our advantage. And it's not only the players who need to be able to take it back home, it comes in from all the elements that contributes to the game. So the calling on the floor, the officiating, the coaching, we all need to gain the insight from what this experience gives us and take that back home with us. Know when to give, know when to step back. This game, especially this tournament, there's been a lot of moments where you need to crack down on players and you need to get them into shape, get them doing the right thing, but at the same time there comes a time where you need to step back and allow them to do those things, because you can again only say the same thing so many times, and these are grown-ups and they need to take it upon themselves. And from a coaching perspective, I give you the guidelines, we can do, give you the foundation of what you need, and they've got to figure it out along the way. Specifically 3x3, wheelchair basketball. After this we have the Commonwealth qualifiers, which are happening in December, which will be in Kigali, Rwanda, and that is going to be a milestone for us, because we need to qualify at top of Africa. We need to win the Africa Championship, especially coming out of this kind of experience. The only 2 African teams here were South Africa and Kenya, but I do believe that by the time we're going to for those qualifiers, there will be a lot more teams. And it's another milestone towards Scotland, which is the Commonwealth Games. So with qualifying, we have to go back and face many of these that were here, but we also need to show up differently and show how this has impacted our own projection going forward. That is something that we need to work on. It is a big hurdle that we do need to work on, and I think that identifying the talent here, seeing it, and then also making provisions of 3x3. So the good thing that comes from it is that the nature of 3x3 is that you don't need your federation to host, especially local events. And if I as a coach can start, pulling together the resources, whether it's funding, whether it is just participation, sponsorships, partnerships, that we can actually host tournaments for these players, and in that gaining experience and being able to come back and share their experience is going to lead us. It's going to help along the road. Well done. I know it's often not looked down upon, but it's tough to take losses and be told that you played well or you done well. But the losses are against great nations. They are against people who do this full time. We are only just stepping into the 3x3 world. Well, I mean, we're immersing ourselves now, but they have done exceptionally well thus far, and we only build from here. All right, thank you.